Just how the whole issue is being handled, one gets the impression that there's some game being played. The officers of the party met with him, but they didn't ask him any questions. He's still, I'm not even sure why did he resign. That would be an interesting question to know.
Welcome to Grung TV, the entertainment hub for news, views, reviews, and gossip. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on your notification bell.
He tendered the resignation of his own volition, which made it easier for us, I'll admit, and indicated he wants to deal with it in the public space. And how we deal with it, of course, we'll monitor. So that will tell us how, if we have any alternative, any further relationship down the road.
I believe he would have indicated, and what we're expecting is he would have indicated that he has heard public opinion, he has heard the media's response, but most importantly, he would have heard what his own colleagues in the Jamaica Labour Party would have to say about him. The mere fact that the JLP had signaled from back in mid-April that they were distancing Mr. Wright indicates that it's a signal that he's not fit for purpose to represent the Jamaica Labour Party. If Mr. Wright is not fit for purpose to represent the Jamaica Labour Party, he cannot be fit for purpose to represent the people of Jamaica in the parliament, no less. The seasoned veteran leaders, that they have not been able to prevail upon Mr. Wright to do the right thing. We all know that the party can't force him to resign. But the parties, through the strength of their leadership, should be able to influence a relatively new member of parliament to do the right thing. And they know what the right thing is because they have indicated what it is by by rejecting Mr. Wright and distancing him as they did over a month and a half ago.
Just how the whole issue is being handled, one gets the impression that there's some game being played. The officers of the party met with him, but they didn't ask him any questions. He's still, I'm not even sure why did he resign. That would be an interesting question to know, because we have not heard anything about the incident, why he is on leave, or any of the public discussion around those issues. But yet we hear that he has resigned from the Jamaica Labour Party. I'm sure that this is part of that old grand plan of sweeping it under the rug. I guess the next thing we're going to hear is that he is in counseling, that he's getting married, and that everything is hunky-dory. No, it's not clear enough. Why is he resigning? We need to know that, what would have occasioned that. I think that is an important discussion or an important piece of fact, because he's a sitting member of parliament, which means that you are a leader, a national leader, and there's certain behavior that is expected at that level. If he thinks that there's something that he did that warrants him resigning, would love to know. I believe what we really need to do is to move very quickly, as MP Hilton has brought to the House a motion where we actually do have a set of rules that guide the conduct of members, so that for cases like these, it's not games that will be played.
Thanks for having me.
All right, tell us, what do you make of this latest development, MP Wright resigning as a member of the Jamaica Labour Party?
Well, it's morally the right thing for the JLP to do, and also politically the right thing. Mr. Wright, in a sense, is proven guilty. We don't know it, but we can't deny publicly that it's him. We're going to assume that it is him. And no MP like this shows that kind of behavior that went on, it is him. We should not be sitting as an MP. Now the JLP can fire him as an MP, but they cannot leave the party. And so they've done the right thing. And politically, let's face it, 49 to 14, what one more or less. So doing the right thing is to look good and imagine some work down the road. So it was the logical thing to do.
Mr. Chang, do you think the JLP made a mistake in allowing this to continue for so long?
No, they had a 60-day cooling down period. Nothing is wrong with that. Clarify it out. At one time, I was a bit confused myself. But then I thought about this and hold on, this guy can't deny his business. Then it must be. You know, and when I crystallized in my mind, I said, okay, that's what the thought that needs to go. But I'll tell you one thing, a lot of hypocrisy going on. If we really want to change the system, what we should call for is law, a new law, for impeachment of an MP. Say 2/3 need to must go, then you have to go. Even if you're an independent. Because right now, Mr. Wright can stay there for another 3-4 years in the next election, collecting his MP salary. It doesn't matter of a political future anyway. So why do you?
Well, Mr. Chang, so given that he's no longer a member of the party, what do you think they're going to do with his constituency? Who do you think they're going to put in as caretaker?
Well, listen, there's lots of people around. Mr. Wright, I don't know the man, and he doesn't have a gigantic national reputation. I'm sure there are a lot of sensible folks down in Sablama who we're willing to represent. And there's nothing against Mr. Wright, you know. I don't know the man. He must have worked hard to win the election. But it's just the example for the country. He is all MPs are prominent public figures, and the kind of setting a bar for behavior. The other guys in the money will say, well, if you guys behave like that, why should I be any different? So it's kind of a setting of the bar for politicians, which is why everything is done, which is also negative of aspect. We saw the same, then all of a sudden, the national mindset reached a higher bar for behavior. And as I always say, what's the best thing for the country? And the best thing for the country, my view, has always been, since the campus came up on the right, that both of them should go, both parties will look good. And then, you know, people come to politics and they have no business, but they can say, look, we are working on standards, we're trying to improve our behavior. And the country can feel a little better about itself.
Mr. Brian Chang, let me read for you the second paragraph in the JLP statement. Very brief statement. It says the Jamaica Labour Party has accepted Mr. Wright's resignation and noted his stated intention to address matters in the public domain. Do you think it's time for he has neither confirmed nor denied that he's the one on the video. Do you think it is time for him to say something about whether clear that issue? Because we still don't know who is in that video amidst all the discussion. Is it time?
We can all stand on the outside. Politically, I said what I said. Personally, it might be the man's wife, I don't know. What they've made up, changes have made up, they don't want to use the issue anymore. It's a different, people are on a private life. So I think it's the right to step down as MP. But the laws, as I said, don't make it, he can stay there and collect a salary. With no political future. And the self-interest is not there to step down. And personally, he may say, if his wife are made up or whatever, and they don't want to go further with it publicly, I can't blame them. It's just bad laws we have, where we should be able to remove Mr. Wright. If everybody feels it's the right thing to do, the Parliament, the MPs and the Senate should be able to ask him to go. Right now we can't.
So, Mr. Chang, what I'm curious at, what I'm wondering is, do you think it was the best move to allow him to resign, or should the party have censored him and kicked him out?
Censored? Well, remember, when Andrew Holness had his signed letter, right? And they ruled that it was unconstitutional. A lot of people were saying he broke the Constitution because he's going past what he's supposed to do. Now, in this situation, the JLP, as far as I understand it, they can ask him to leave, but they can't tell him to resign as an MP. And why would you want everything to go, in a nasty kind of way? Whatever happens in reality is far better for a party. And for Mr. Wright, the amicable thing we both agree, and so that's what will happen. But the JLP has no more power at this stage. They cannot, I'm not a lawyer, but my understanding is, they cannot force him to resign as an MP.
No, I'm not saying resign as an MP. I'm saying should they have kicked him out of the party instead of allowing him to resign from the party?
But as I say, if you can do things the easy way, why would you do things the hard way? It would look good on them. Why would you say it publicly? People do that. You have things happen behind doors all the time. But do you want to give that impression to the public? Nobody really does.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate your time.